the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Welcome back to the channel. Happy Sunday, everyone. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Sunday, and I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. This is a quick review for Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is the 11th season and the 6th episode, Whining with an H and Dining. It was a good episode, you guys. It was what it was. It didn't get really good until the end, but we're gonna go through and talk about it. Before I get started, really quickly, I wanted to go ahead and thank everyone who left me such beautiful messages on my last video and on my new intro video, little snippet that I did for that. You guys, it means so much that you like the new intro. And I appreciate everybody dropping those comments down below. If you're new to my channel, your first time here, take off your shoes, sit a spell, stay a while. We love to have you as a subscriber, one of the honeybees. And of course, remember to give me a thumbs up on this video. It's like giving me a little wave, as well as comment down below. Y'all know we love to talk about the whole situation down below. So without further ado, let's get into it. We get to see Eva cake testing. You know, she's got a wedding coming up. And we also get to see Cynthia and Leon. Noel is going off to college, and Leon is there to help with that process. Evidently, he's a disciplinarian between the two of them. And we get to see them, you know, just spending time with Noel, talking about college, talking about some of the things that she wants to do. She wants to stay in her own apartment. He wants her to stay in the dorm. Cynthia wants her to take her car, and he doesn't want her to take the car, you know. So Noelle is definitely the best of both of them. I think she's more sensible like her dad, and she is really pretty, and she's probably very savvy like her mom. But yeah, Cynthia has to constantly be reminded that she is not Noelle. She is not Noelle's big sister. You know what I'm saying? High school friend. Like, she has to be constantly reminded of that. I mean, she treats Noelle more like a friend. Like, she wants Noelle to like her, to think of her as cool. It's a bad path, but I'm just glad that Noelle has a good head on her shoulders, and she don't mind disciplining her mom. Then we get to see the DeVoes go out to lunch with the Burrises. What's Todd's last name? Oh, is it still Tucker or is it Burris now? Shady. Anyway, they go out to lunch with the DeVoes, and of course they talk about their sex life and Dennis's sex life. Like, Kandi brought it up, you know, that your wife talked about these things. Ron goes into an automatic, nervous, awkward state. He really just does not want to talk about it. Perhaps I heard quite a few people say in their reviews, and some of the people in the comments say that Shamari is probably just trying to get ahead of the tea. Like, it's going to come out anyway because she on the show. Much like the impending tax issues. If y'all have not heard Beautiful Souls video about it has come out that Shamari and Ron owe, I think, $300K in taxes. Like, stuff just comes out. And when you're on these shows, it just is more magnified. Like, evidently they've had the tax issues for a while. So I did not see a $10,000 party last week. So I don't really know where people getting that from, outside of the fact that she said it. But a lot of people seem like they accepting that. I did not see a $10,000 party. I did not. And I was an event decorator for a good portion of my 20s and 30s. So I just didn't see it. No, not 10 grand. I did not see it. I don't see it in their home. I don't see it in their dress. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't see it. I don't see 10 grand for a birthday party. I just don't see it. And now we know why. He's not really wanting to talk about this. She seems like she wants to talk about it. I think some of it maybe that she wants to get ahead of it before somebody busts her own tea out there. I think some of it is the fact that she is extremely proud of that time in her life. Not what it did to her marriage, because she is constantly reassuring him and trying to reassure him he number one. But I think if she could have both of them worlds, if she could have him for the D and a woman for the P, I think she would do it. I really do. I think she was really in love, and it almost broke their relationship up, and I think he's sensitive about it. I do. Kandi and Todd brought up that one time they had a threesome, and Todd's trying to act like it's no big deal, and Kandi's trying to act like it's no big deal, and maybe it is no big deal. At the same time, I can't help but think that Kandi is, y'all know, I feel like Kandi is an instigator. One thing Kandi hate, she hate for you to have your own business. She don't like that. She don't like that at all. She wants you to talk about and it be as open about your stuff as she is about her stuff. Kandi is an instigator, and she like to be in people's personal business, especially when it comes to sex. I think she encouraging Shamari. I think Todd and Kandi both encouraging Shamari and Ron. I think Todd and Kandi came to the luncheon to make Ron feel a little bit more comfortable in the conversation. Okay, because next week we're gonna see that Kandi is going to be kind of being sexually overt with Shamari, and it's all fun and games, but at the same time, like, what y'all doing? What y'all doing? What y'all doing? Like, it's for the show, it's drama for the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got friends that try to have your back and be like, okay, girl, don't get too. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep your business private. You know how your man is. And then you got girlfriends that's just like, bump it, let it all hang out. Do you, be you, show who you are. You know what I'm saying? And then when things get tough, girl, I don't know what happened. Yeah, it looks a lot like Kandi and Todd and Shamari and Ron's friend, but at the same time, I'm suspect. Anyway, y'all tell me what y'all think. Put it down below. Anyway, Kandi can't help but bring up Dennis and the whole situation, even though she said she wasn't going to talk about it. She was going to stay out of it. Every time she get to break down every component of it, she starts from the jewelry to the tattoos and the people she know and she's known for some time. Just like you have such a vested interest in making sure Porsha don't get too far ahead of herself and being happy. And really, it don't have nothing to do with you. Don't you got some eggs? Don't you got some eggs in the freezer that you need to get thawed out? Anyway, we see Nene go over to Tanya's house. Tanya's got a beautiful house. It's beautifully decorated. She's got a hidden closet, which Nene is so impressed with, except in the confessional, she said she thought it would be bigger. Nene announces that she's having a bourbon and boobs, and it's her and Greg's function. Although when we all get there, we see that there's all the boobs, tons of boobs, lots and lots of boobs. No bourbon, though. That's pretty odd. We see where Kandi and Porsha meet up for lunch and talk. And I just want to give a kudos to Porsha, because Porsha shut Kandi's shit down. And how she did it was she didn't entertain it. She said what she had to say, and she kept silent. And it just disarmed Kandi. What Kandi does is she does, response. You say, well, because when I met him and I knew and I just felt like it, he had already told me. Well, but if he told you that, why he ain't say, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's a master instigator. She wanted to unpack all of this with Porsha. She wanted the Porsha to invite her into the conversation, into their relationship, so she could have more opinion and more stuff to take back and forth to other people. But Porsha wasn't having none of that. Porsha let her say what she was going to say. Porsha told her, listen, it didn't matter. I saw his tattoos. I knew what it was, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with the whole situation. You ain't got to worry about me. You ain't got to worry about us. Don't worry about it. And it just got silent. And from that moment on, Kandi was just trying to keep her head above water. Well, I mean, and you know how, I mean, between the two of us, I just felt like you don't have a leg to stand on. The girl not discussing it with you. And it's just like that, it was over. Just like that, it was done. And Porsha had the last word. She was like, bloop, bloop. I was like, that is how you take your power back, Porsha. That's how you take your power back. Kandi had nothing to feed off of. She had nothing to bounce off of because Porsha was giving her silence. Silencia. Then we see everybody meet up at Chateau Elan. This is where Greg and Nene are having their boobs and bourbon. And her and Greg decorated it themselves. You know, they brought in some really tasteful pieces. It was very, very nice. It was cute, and how Greg was with Nene. He's so energetic, and I could tell that they roll together. Like they roll dogs for each other. It's good to see Greg up and energized. So we see Cynthia comes with some dude named Marcus. She didn't want to confuse the girls by bringing Leon, and her man Mike Hill couldn't come, which so evidently he's just gonna be FaceTiming this whole season. Are we gonna get to see him at all, Cynthia? At all? Then we see Tanya show up, and she got her fiance Paul, which they had talked about it a little bit. Her when Nene went to her house, she asked what all the girls thought of her, and they wanted to know why she had been engaged so long. And she was like, "Well, that kind of pushes me. I need to get married." And Nene was like, "You don't need to do nothing. You're not ready to do." One of the reasons why they put off going ahead and having the wedding is because they were starting up a new business, and he was in California at that time working on some things. So they're a power couple. They're busy, you know what I mean, and they have to plan. So I get it. Tanya and Paul showed up. Then we see Todd and Kandi. They came. Then Nene and Greg and them came down from their room. Then we see Yvonne and the guy she was with, whose name escapes me. It escapes me immediately because it soon became about Yvonne because the camera just kept showing her drinking, just drinking, just drinking. Like she wanted all of the wine. She wanted to sample all of the wine. Yes, everything. Then we see Marlo show up with a dude named Kevin, which kind of looked like the dude that Michelle from Destiny's Child was engaged to up until like 3 days ago. Eva and Michael showed up eventually, and when Eva greets Yvonne, Yvonne is like, really? Really? We don't find out till later that Eva and Yvonne went to the same college, which is Clark, Atlanta. And Eva is best friends with Yvonne's best friend. So close to Yvonne's best friend that the girl is in Eva's wedding. And she was so put off after she had had many, many drinks. She was so put off with the fact that Eva was not acknowledging her as a super. I think she was feeling kind of awkward about a lot of things. One, she had the least amount of boobs of everybody. And two, she kept flipping that hair. I was like, honey, it's not that long. It's not that long. It isn't. I think she was feeling insecure. I think there was some self-esteem. And then when Eva came in and didn't really acknowledge her, didn't give her somebody that she could really, really kind of, I guess, connect with, she just got obnoxious. She was drunk. She was drunk. Like she had way too much to drink. Her boyfriend knew it. Everybody at the table knew but Yvonne. It was a weird, weird moment. It was weird. And this was after the whole table had gone around and announced everybody except the people who was there with fill-in boyfriends, which was Marlo and Cynthia. Talked about how they met and all of that. The men went to similar colleges, Morehouse and Morris Brown, and Eva and the girl went to, it was just, Marlo was overdoing it. She was trying to be the loudest and the best in the room. I just don't know why they've given Marlo so many scenes. She doesn't really bring anything necessarily. She doesn't add any continuity to the scene. So she's, I don't know. Let's just say Yvonne will not be invited back. I don't think she'll come back. Yeah, it was a weird situation altogether. Greg lets everybody know at the end of the dinner that he is planning a couples trip or somewhere in and around Destin, Key West. Maybe, but Destin, it's not sexy. Destin, Florida is not sexy. That's all I'm gonna say. Then we realized that it is Dennis's birthday, and Porsha has gone out there at Dennis's. Looks like his loft or condo. It's a beautiful space. They've got a really great chef there. He's cooking while Dennis is getting dressed. Porsha is now. I noticed when Porsha sat down with Kandi, she ordered a fruit punch, and I noticed at Chateau Elan, I don't think she had a drink there either. So I felt like something was going on with Porsha, but nobody was really saying anything. So it was a really nice surprise when she gave Dennis his gift. Now, one thing I noticed was when they sat down and had a breakfast, and she had it set up real cute and everything with his name and lights and all that. It was just really cute, the two of them together, just how comfortable she was dressed and he was dressed. Like they're spending a lot of time together. You can see that they've been in this. As somebody who's been in that situation before, where you spend a lot of time and you're comfortable with somebody, you can just tell it. You can just see it. The way they kiss each other, the way they move past each other, the way they dress. You know, it's not like she just showed up with the chef. Like, they're a couple. He really likes her. He came to the dinner. He spoke to everybody at the dinner. He gave everybody a hug. He gave all the men dap. He wasn't intimidated by just meeting everybody for the first time except Marlo. He's all in with Porsha. That's how it seemed to me. That's how it seemed to me. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that. So when she gave him his gifts and she gave that little laugh before he opened it, I could tell, oh, I could tell it was going to be big. He opened them shoes. He didn't get it. He wasn't sure. He opened that little outfit. He was like, what's going on here? And she was like, I'm having a baby. And he was like, what? And it was so cute. It was so cute. Like the hug, he got emotional. It was just nice. It was nice. I'm happy for Porsha. I'm happy for Porsha. I'm happy for Dennis. I really am. I want this to be right. I want this to be what both of them have been waiting for. And I wouldn't be opposed to a Porsha and Dennis spinoff. I'm telling you, because I find them to be very endearing. When he sat down at the table and she asked him what about the dinner, what he thought about meeting everybody, and he had nothing but nice things to say. He did throw a bit of shade. It was an itty bitty bit when he said there ain't nobody, everybody got a pass. He said, I know Kandi and I know dudes that Kandi been with, but she married now. It's irrelevant. It's no need to talk about it. And I thought that was really big of him. I really did, because he can be petty. He can be a peacock. He can be like, I got this, I got that. I mean, it's his birthday and he gave Porsha a gift. You know what I mean? Like, he could be that dude that always want to try to show you that he the shit. But to me, Dennis seemed real laid back. He seemed real cool. He seemed like a dude that know what he doing and okay with it. That's all I got to say about that. Y'all tell me what y'all think. That was the whole episode, Real Housewives of Atlanta. It wasn't a lot. That dinner was weird. It was awkward. It was awkward conversation. I don't know. These ladies just don't do things in a real polished fashion like I like. I don't know. Anyway, y'all tell me what you think. Put it down below. What y'all think about Porsha and Dennis? Y'all think it's for real? Y'all let me know. Let's talk about it down below in the comments. And until next time, honeybees. I holla.